Hi, we're getting ready for a wild greens walk. This is something I do every year. Been doing it ever since I was a little girl. My mom, and I'm sure her mother and grandmother, all went with their mothers. And it's a good way of cleansing the system in the early spring. But I'm just looking forward to the good taste of the greens with some soup beans and cornbread. Come on, go with us. Specklebelly and groundhog. See the speckles? Groundhog has a curly leaf like groundhog ears. And this is white top. It's a real light green, and whenever you cut into the root, it has a purple ring around the root. And this is yellow dock.
Oh, that big one?
Yep. Oh, a very good bunch of specklebelly, or wild beet as it's called.
Well, come here, I'll show you. I'll bring some of the stuff and let you start bringing it out. Oh, yeah.
Very good bunch of white top. Very nice bunch. This is a yucca plant. I'll tell you later what these are used for. This is specklebelly. You see the long red root on there? I've never seen one with that big a long root. It's an old plant from last year. And this is blue violet. Not a very big plant. Maybe we'll see a bigger one later. Yes, here's better blue violet plant. They're not in bloom yet, but they're budding. Here is wild onion. Very good with the greens. Wild carrot. Very, very good. Nice little bunch of wild onion. Nice bunch of dandelion. Not flowering yet, but it's budding. Daisies. Green pepper. It's a peppery plant. Used for seasoning.
If it wasn't for dandelions, I wouldn't have any grass in my yard.
Nice bunch of dandelion.
But there's no...
Yeah. Oh, this is some better bunches of violets. They're not blooming yet, but won't be long. Prettiest purple blooms. The roots and the flowers and the leaves are all good. My mother used to tell us to pull off the flowers and twist their necks together, and we'd have rooster fights. That's what she called them, rooster fights. Oh, and look, here's yarrow coming out. Very good medicinal plant. See the fuzzy on the leaves? They're real ferny looking, real delicate. And they bloom the prettiest white and yellow flowers. They have some that you can buy at the store that are all different colors, but these are white or yellow in the wild. Oh, look, a blue violet blooming. Isn't that pretty first thing in the spring? And these are the wild raspberries, wild black raspberries. I've got them up on a rack here so that they'll stay up off the ground. It's easier to pick. Well, I love my raspberry jam. And this is wild lettuce. See the purple tinges right through the center, the seam? That's what you eat. You don't eat the galls of the earth. This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Now, this is called galls of the earth. This is what you don't want to pick. Looks like wild lettuce, but it has a nasty milk that comes out of it that is poisonous. You don't want to pick this. And this is an excellent bunch of longleaf dock. Good stuff. I love it. My mom says you can't get too much of this. And this is the wild strawberry plants coming up. Won't be long, they'll be having blooms on them. See all of them? All over the place. These are wild, not tame strawberries. And this is my garlic. I've been raising this for the past 4 years. Oh, look at the field of wild onions. Lots of wild onions. And this is purple sage. See how close it grows to the ground? Real flat to the ground. It's all over the place here. Look at this. Here's a close-up. See how flat? Purple, curly leaves. They look kind of leathery, but they're not. Very good. Very good flavor. You know, I don't know why my mom called this purple sage, because it's not sage. Doesn't even taste like sage, smell like sage. But that's what she named it. And I suppose the older people had, the elders had their names, had their ways. Good looking bunch of white top. Beautiful bunch. Large bunch of white top. Just to see the lighter color leaves. They're kind of long. When they get larger and they flower, they have a pretty white with purple center flower on a tall stem. Now this is a wild hazelnut bush. See the little, look like little worms hanging down from it? Can you see that? That's hazelnuts. You can collect these in the fall if you can get them before the squirrels do. These are my tame strawberries coming up out of the straw. And this is blue thistle. Looks a lot like the wild lettuce, but in a little while it'll have stickers all over it and you can't eat it. So you have to get it while it's young. And here is more blue thistle. Take a good look at it. Remember, you want to get this while it's still young, because it will grow thorns and you won't be able to eat it then. Remember, longleaf dock. There's some more. It's sort of scarce around here, but when you do find it, it's a good thing. Now this is sour weed. When we were kids, we ate this all the time. See the shape of the leaves? Tastes real good. Galls of the earth again, remember. Don't eat this. It looks a lot like wild lettuce. Now here's some good looking dandelion. Everyone knows this. Has a pretty yellow flower on there. You can eat the flowers and the plant. Lots of medicinal uses for this. Now, this is a beautiful bunch of yarrow. Beautiful bunch of yarrow. You can use this in teas, salves, lotions, all kinds of things. We'll talk about that later. See the ferny leaves? Real delicate looking little leaves.